All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom, a salute to the hopefully elect, from the least to the greatest. Now, if you don't understand that this country is wicked by now, I don't know what to say. If you don't understand that these Esau is the devil, you just delusional at this point. Because have you ever heard of somebody shooting somebody, right? Attempted murder, and the cops let him stay home? Only in America, if you so-called white, you get to shoot somebody and say you have mental issues, and then the cops say they don't. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and play the video. Let me play this first, and then I'll play
First, so off the top, we are following this developing story from overnight. An hours-long standoff in Minneapolis. Police trying to arrest a man who was inside, accused of shooting his neighbor over cutting a tree. So we wanted to bring in our Courtney Godfrey this afternoon. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, and my first time on Good Day.
I know. So Courtney works so you have a lot going on in your life, but you're working this schedule where you're working with us kind of freelance, and while you're also doing some amazing things away from TV.
So we had a busy overnight. So here I am coming in to help out today. We had a shooting last week, and I know that you guys covered it, but on Wednesday, this individual, Davis Maturi, was shot outside of his Lindale home, as you said, as he was trying to cut down a tree. He was hit in the neck. After that shooting, there were no arrests, despite Maturi saying, "This is the guy who shot me." His neighbor, his name is John Sawchek. And a lot of council members, a lot of public officials were speaking out saying, what's going on? Why have there been no arrests? A lot of criticism from city.
Because he was white. Let me play this other video. Just the one.
This was a shocking moment caught on camera. Video obtained by our NBC affiliate KARE 11 shows David Maturi trimming a tree outside his Minneapolis home Wednesday when, according to court documents, a bullet was fired from his neighbor's upstairs window.
The bullet went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Maturi told NBC affiliate KARE 11 he's also recovering from broken ribs and a concussion. Adding, the last 11 months since he and his wife moved in, they've been living a nightmare next door to John Sawchek. Court documents show the victim called police 19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats.
19 times. All right. So the guy was, throwing racial threats and all that. So this is an Edomite, getting away with this, showing you. I thought it was a joke at first when I first saw. I thought it was like one of those, one of those skits, but this is real.
Also says Sawchek suffers from mental illness. Sawchek has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to.
When have you ever heard? Now they just shot Jake. I just did my last video I did on a lot of these Jakes being unalive by these police. So they just shot it. I didn't play the video on that particular video, but I believe that Jake, he had mental issues and they just shot him down. Now I want you to hear what this police said, because they always shooting these Jakes down. We already know that Esau's our enemy, but for the edification purposes or edifying purposes, I want to show you. I want to show you, play this video. I want to show you what this devil said.
Stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of it.
So when have you ever heard of a police department saying that after you, just imagine you shooting somebody and the police saying, we're not going to arrest you. We want you to stay in your house. Like, huh? Like every day. You ever saw the movie Idiocracy? It's moving closer and closer to that, but it's more evident. It's showing us like every day is more evident that these devils they're not trying to even hide it anymore. They're not even trying to hide the racism anymore.
19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshack suffers from mental illness. Shawshack has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparking community outrage.
So when did you ever hear them say that about a Jake? Huh? I'm kind of lost for words right now. But we already know, that's what we telling you, Jakes, and you people out there, that everything is a front. It's a lie. We showing these by the before we get up out of here in the society. You gonna know Esau, his true colors. All right, we're just telling you. We've been telling you, starting with the elders and apostles on down. We've been saying it, but they just not hiding it anymore.
We have to take violent criminals off the street. So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshack rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation, but we will ensure the community will be safe.
Maturi says he feels the Minneapolis...
I thought this was a skit at first. I'm still trying to think if this really is a skit. Hold on, let's play it again.
Harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshack suffers from mental illness. Shawshack has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparking community outrage.
We have to take violent criminals off the street. So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshack rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation, but we will ensure the community will be safe.
Maturi says he feels the Minneapolis Police Department failed to protect his family by not arresting his neighbor when they needed them most.
If you're saying you're scared, what does that do to me, you know? Like, you have this body armor, you have professional training.
Dana Griffin, NBC News.
So this guy got shot by the neighbor and they didn't arrest him. This is Esau. We've been telling you. It said the guy shoot from his home and it is best to leave him there. Minneapolis police are a joke. So what Jake, you know, that could shoot a person and the police just say, "Oh, you just stay in your house. We don't want to come and guns blazing because we know we." Like what? I'm just lost for words. But we already know that this society, we already know. Wow. Just a big wow. It's going to get worse.
Speakers trying to negotiate with him. Finally, at about 1 a.m., after hours-long standoff, they did breach the home. They went inside. They said that he willingly came out and he was arrested. Okay.
So I'm hearing that now after a week they finally came to get Esau. And this is him right here. Yeah, so after a week, they finally came to get this Edomite. So there you go. Yeah, I just wanted to play that for you brothers. I'm gonna get a scripture before I shut this down. All right, this is Psalms 58:3. It says, "The wicked are estranged for the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." So there, these devils are born wicked. You know, it's in them. We'll say that Malachi 1. It says, "The burden of the word of the Lord, Israel, by Malachi. I had loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau." So the Lord hate these devils. We'll say they run. Job 9:24. I can quote it, but I got it right here. It says, "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked." So as long as they run these police departments, Esau is going to look out for Esau. Just like when we get in rulership, we're going to be doing these devils the same. But we tell you, Jake's out there, and you want to coon it up, thinking that you gotta you're on the same playing field as Esau. And no, what Jake you know that can shoot somebody, and the police know about it, and they just we'll get him. You know, I mean, it's just oh, he damn near blew that guy's brains out. He shot him in the neck, and that shit went all the way down his spine, it came out of his butt. That he's messed up for life. That's attempted murder. Like, that's just not. Let one of you Jakes kill another Jake like that. You know how fast they're gonna apprehend you? That shows you that you're not equal with these damn devils in this society. That showed you right there. And that was a low level Edomite. That was a bum. He wasn't nowhere near a Rothschild, or he wasn't even nowhere near the celebrity, or nowhere near I would say a $1 million Edomite making $1 million a year. Nowhere near that. He was looking like one of those trailer park trash. That's what it was. And even the trailer park trash Edomite had more legal power than you Jakes. Look at Puffy. He got all that money, offered the judge $50 million, and he still couldn't get out. Offered some stupid little allegations of some sex parties, and all these celebrities are freaks, and all these Edomites you don't think Puffy and them, you don't think that them top Edomites doing the same thing? But he pissed off that liquor company, and there you have it. We looking at it right now. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. These Edomites, these so-called white people, could do whatever they want to do. And we telling you, before we get up out of here, as time go on, you're going to see this devil is going to show his hand. Because you're going to start doing things like this, blatant, right? That people like Anton Daniels thinking that we all have a level shot at getting successful. Nah. Y'all going to see this devil is going to show his hand. You know, and that was just a perfect incident. And I looked at the video I did a video my last video, that video of the Jake. You see, they didn't play around with him, you know, but they gave all the excuses in the world to that Edomite, claiming that he had mental issues, which that is a nothing burger, you know? And it took him a whole week to apprehend that guy. and they still ain't want to kill him. You see, when these Edomites be having guns and all that, put the gun down. They go out their way. You see the injustice. They go out their way to save the Edomites, but when it's you Jakes, they just blatant kill. They just kill you. You know, they don't go out their way to save you. They kill you. You see, showing you that it's not no love for you. You know, but I just wanted to show that when I saw it, I thought it was a what do you call it, a spoof, or what do you call it, what's that word I'm looking for? I thought it was a skit. Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was a skit. It's wild, but hey. So I hope this was edifying. Till again, Shalom.